mics are... Hello, hello. Hello. Oh, I'm on mute. Hello.
You're listening to the Lanterns Radio Network. We are the network dedicated to empowering the individual, illuminating the truth, defending American exceptionalism, and inspiring future generations. Stay connected and get involved at Lanterns.buzz for great radio. Get commentary and news of the day. Lanterns.buzz.
Common sense, comedy, and freedom. You found the defenders of American exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network.
Hello, everybody. You're listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday to you, too.
It's a good Saturday.
It is. Wait.
Why do I feel so far away?
I don't know. Why do you feel so far away?
Because the gain's down, probably. I don't want to.
Yeah, I think it's the gain down.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's just me. Anyway.
Technical talk.
Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it.
We are on the razor's edge. Obviously, you guys are still hanging with us, and we love you for it.
Outstanding. You could be doing anything on a Saturday, and you're here putting up with us, so we greatly appreciate it. We are live on Facebook at DOAE Show.
Yep.
You can find us on Twitter at DOAE Show, patreon.com/DOAE Show.
That too.
And I got that one that time.
Yes.
So I did good that time. What else am I forgetting? I feel like there's something else I'm forgetting now.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, you can kill that.
Maybe.
I
don't know.
Anyway, so welcome to the show. We have a great show planned for you tonight. We have got some wonderful stories coming from the other side.
Sure.
London is being London.
London is being London.
London is being London.
Yeah. And it's going to come this way.
It's coming
guys.
this way, so just be ready for that.
And that's why.
After the break of there, we're going to be bringing on a Congresswoman candidate, Liz Mattori, who is going to be running for the 2nd District of Baltimore.
Say no more. No, really.
It's it. I'm not going to say anymore. We're done there. And then finally, we got a wonderful story about colleges and pregnant athletes.
Because
we can.
Because we want to piss you off, guys.
Yes, it's a Saturday full of joy.
It's wonderful days. Wonderful days. Oh, and by the way, just for Wendy.
Yeah, we got the bell. The bell is in the house.
Finally got the bell back.
Thank God, the world can continue to run and smooth as it should. Anyway, so first up, the headline is the London police issue, quote, hate crime guidelines.
Ooh. I like hate crime guidelines. That's good.
You will need to think twice before you open your fat mouth.
Wait.
Yeah, the fat part was I added that.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I didn't know.
My mouth is not fat.
Mine is.
Okay.
I was eating cookies yesterday, and I felt so ashamed.
You felt fat?
No, I just felt ashamed. Like, I'm eating a cookie. It's so good, but I feel so bad.
Let's see. You felt fat.
Because of all losing the weight and everything. Like, I've been doing. I was so proud of myself, and I'm eating the cookies. Like, I'm a bad person.
You have been doing very well.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
As far
You're
as
very
that goes.
kind. Anyway.
Drinking your water and
I am.
not drinking your soda.
My water right here. And this should be almost gone by the time the show's over with. So
Yeah, right. You don't have time to drink that much right now. You have a lot of talking to do.
Oh, I will take that challenge. Anyway, so the London Metropolitan Police have issued their guidelines for what constitutes a, quote, hate crime, and the parameters that they delineate are wide enough to cause real concern. The guidelines state a hate crime is when someone commits a crime against you because of your disability, your gender identity, race, sexual orientation, religion, or any other perceived difference.
All other perceived differences. Yes.
It doesn't always include physical violence. Someone using official language towards you or harassing you because of who you are or who they think you are is also a crime.
Really?
End of quote.
That's...
Now, this possibly cannot go... This can't go wrong.
This
at
can't
all.
go... I mean, well, it could go very wrong.
Well, no, there's no way, because if it's wrong, if you're saying something bad or disparaging about someone's orientation or someone else's, whoever they are, that's
somebody else's whatever.
Yeah, somebody's whatever. That's a hate crime,
That
and
could
that
be
will not be
misconstrued.
that won't be tolerated.
No, it will not be tolerated. So what you're saying is our current president can't go to London anymore. I'm just pointing that out because,
Sorry.
He's taking the challenge.
I told you it will be gone before it's over with.
You're making dead space.
I know.
Because
The guidelines get even dicier from there. Continues on. If someone commits a crime, commits a criminal offense, and the victim or anyone else
Ooh, I like the or anyone
believes it was motivated by prejudice or hate, we classify this as a, quote, hate crime, end quote.
Wait. So you're saying that it doesn't actually have to be a hate crime for them to be a hate crime.
Nope.
It can just be,
Perceived.
I don't like the way that guy spoke.
Yep, pretty much. And it doesn't even have to be directed at you.
Oh, it can be directed at somebody else.
So here's what happened.
Yeah. Okay.
Is we again, let's for the sake of the argument, because she's being patient and on hold on the other line, and we haven't said nothing yet. Let's say that the Congresswoman candidate Liz Mattori is sitting there and she is hearing us speak back and forth like she's doing now. And she can't respond at all because she's muted. Right. And I look at you and I say, Steven, you're just a douche.
Yes.
Because you have girly man hair. Let's just I don't know. Okay. In London, she can turn around and go to the police
and
say he made a homosexual type comment disparagingly against that man, and that's a hate crime. And then they then have the right to arrest me.
I think we need to go to London. I've got puffy hair. All right. Don't judge me by my puffy hair.
Young Tom Cruise.
Hey. Just if you see me running through the hallways and then sliding in my underwear, just understand. Just understand what is going on.
Halloween's going to be fun this year. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Okay. It means that the offender can be charged for the crime itself and also their reasons for doing it. Because intent apparently is a thing now.
So wait. I remember there was a political candidate who did a whole mess of things that were completely illegal in America.
Yep.
And that candidate was found to be let go free of charge because they didn't intend to do those crimes.
That couldn't have happened here in America.
Oh yes.
No.
It was not the intent to be a criminal activity.
It was one of those racist, horrible,
not even
conservatives, wasn't it?
No,
it had to have been.
No.
That's who I could think of.
I think we all know who this is. Anyway.
Oh, what? We're not naming names now?
No,
you're gonna leave it hanging?
Oh yeah. Okay, Hillary Clinton. All right.
Oh,
there you
okay.
go.
Well,
have fun.
At this point, what difference does it make?
It makes a lot of difference. It makes a lot.
It does,
of
I
difference,
guess. I guess. Apparently intent makes a difference. If someone does something that isn't a criminal offense, this is continuing on with their little guideline. If someone does something that isn't a criminal offense, but. Yeah, everybody's got a but. No one likes it.
They all stink.
You do. But the victim or anyone else, there's that anyone else thing again.
Or anyone else.
Believes it was motivated by prejudice or hate. We would classify this as a hate incident. Though what the perpetrator has done may not be against the law, their reasons for doing it are. This means it may be possible to charge them with the offense.
Yes.
So basically, you're talking about the whole to think it or to say it is just as bad as doing it.
Okay.
So if I say I'm going to kill you, which is obviously is the extreme thing, but if I say I'm going to kill you,
yes,
then theoretically they can take me to jail because I attempted to kill you.
So it's
even if I didn't do anything.
Future crimes.
Like a Minority Report kind of thing.
Kinda.
And another Tom Cruise thing.
You're welcome.
Thus, it is not difficult to imagine that a person acknowledged another person using a pronoun denoting their biological sex, while the other person claimed that their identity or gender identity was different from their biological sex, and take umbrage at the pronoun. The first person can be charged with an offense.
I take umbrage at your use of umbrage.
Today's show was brought to you by the word umbrage.
And the number 5.
And the number 5.
Just letting you know.
Additionally, what do the guidelines mean by any other perceived difference? Well, if someone kids someone else about being taller or shorter or having different colored hair, does that qualify? Didn't we just kind of talk about the hair thing?
Yes, it
Oddly enough, in an age where the snowflake mentality is pervasive, it does help when the force of the law is brought to bear in such a heavy-handed way.
Yes. And obviously we have you guys following on Facebook and Twitter and other such. And just want to bring in a couple of little hits there. Wendy's asking, is the mayor of that so-called town in London Muslim? They're Muslim, right?
Indeed, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, he is.
Then we have Erica, who came out with hate incidents. Is that like fully semi-automatic?
That is exactly like fully semi-automatic.
That is correct.
You have to flip that switch and it's a full semi-automatic.
And I'm glad you're playing the game.
See?
Good job.
C is for cookie. Wendy, you're awesome.
You guys are great.
That's great. I love it. But yeah, so as the title denotes is, as goes the UK,
so goes the U.S.
So goes the U.S., unfortunately.
In many, many cases.
Or let me rephrase that. So goes California and Massachusetts and
all the left-leaning states.
Seattle.
So basically,
San Francisco.
All the big cities.
Yeah. And then goes the rest of the world.
Because it does. Well, not the rest of the world, but the rest of the Western world.
I love how, and this
right.
is something that's always bothered me, though, is the idea of intent.
Intent?
I don't care who you are. I've never understood that. What does... And obviously, they're trying to get in front of the idea of a hate crime. You know what I mean? I got that part. But at what point does that like that's actually not what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Just
cut.
Edit that out. We're going to edit that out.
Post-production.
There you go. And that's, thank God we're not live.
Yeah.
I've never, because I'm sorry, but if I kill you, like if I go out and kill, say, a black person.
Wait.
Just hear me out.
All right.
If I go out and murder a black person,
ground,
I know. I don't care. I don't. If I go out and kill a black person, does it really matter whether or not I hated the person because of their skin color? No,
yes.
But I'm asking that. See, theoretically, it doesn't matter because the person ends up dead either way.
Yes, but it's a worse crime.
Why?
Because you hated them.
But I obviously hated them enough to kill them. It doesn't matter.
But it does.
No, it doesn't.
Society.
Yes, and society is... Hold on. This is the same society that eats laundry detergent.
Yes. I'm just saying.
I
mean, we do have an entire show called Law and Order: Criminal Intent.
Oh, God. I hate that. See, and
My wife loves that show.
I hate that show. I hate anything to do with Law and Order. Law and Order should have died years ago.
Oh, come on. They have
No,
some
they
good stuff.
do.
They have
It's-
some good stuff.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
from the headlines.
But they're not really the headlines because we're going to change the names and save, protect the innocent and blah, 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 blah.
But anyway, it's got a wonderful things, and like we said, as go London, so goes the U.S. in the matter of about 10 years. So
Get ready to be blamed or get in trouble for something that someone else thinks that you did it, you do it for.
That's happened already.
No, not here.
That happens all the time.
No, not here. We're not there yet.
No, that happens all the time here in America.
You don't have any
It's not
examples.
a criminal offense.
No, you don't
but
have
it
any
is-
examples of that.
Oh, I mean, it's not a criminal offense, but, we've seen people ostracized for less than.
No.
I mean, for calling somebody a man when they are a man, but they say that they're a woman.
Now, what example would you possibly have of that?
I don't know. We have so many of them.
I'm thinking, maybe a...
Bruce Jenner?
That's exactly where I was going. An
gonna go Bruce
Olympiad.
Jenner.
I was going to
You were
the
gonna go
Olympiad
straight Bruce
that
Jenner, weren't you?
apparently never existed.
I know how to read you now.
Yeah.
That's
See,
how it works.
my question then at that point is, and everyone's asked this before, but I'm going to ask it again. Shouldn't Caitlyn then give back the medals?
Yes, because she never was a he. If we are going into the past and saying that she was always a she.
If she was
So
always a she,
never
then
won the Olympic medals.
Bruce Jenner
Bruce
did. And Bruce is entitled to those medals, not Caitlyn.
Of course, Bruce is now regretting being Caitlyn.
No, but it's a lifestyle change. It's something that's been at the core forever.
Of course, but now he regrets it.
Oh, see,
Because
that's
feelings.
once you lop something off like that, you start to miss it. Once you're that attached, it's gone. It's gone.
When you get attached to something like that.
Yeah, when you. Oh, well, the music is playing, so we are going to take a break. On the other side, we're going to bring on the candidate congresswoman from Baltimore, Miss Liz Mattori. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. You are listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. Be right
You
back.
thought he forgot the name.
Yeah, you did. And welcome back, folks. You're listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. We're live on Facebook at DOAE Show, at Twitter at DOAE Show, on Patreon as well at DOAE Show.
Ooh,
I'm sensing a theme.
DOA show?
The DOAE Show.
Yes.
And joining us at the Razor's Edge, 9th hour, last minute.
You know what? Stop.
So she can't handle it. She can't hold on to it anymore.
I know. She was a sweetheart. Congresswoman candidate Liz Mattori is running for the 2nd District of Baltimore. We ran into each other at CPAC.
And by that, by we, they mean them.
Me and Watson. And the what made it intriguing is here is this young black woman running around with an NRA hat on, and everybody. Oh, I was jealous.
He was jealous.
I was.
He wants that hat.
She was so proud of that hat. Well, what made it funny is that everyone was staring at her. She was an anomaly. Her and Watson both were anomalies there. It was great.
That is awesome.
But anyway.
Why is that an anomaly?
awesome.
Okay, sorry. First question. Why is that an anomaly?
Why is it that I was at CPAC
No,
is
no,
an
no, no.
anomaly, or
Yeah,
wearing
yeah. You being at
NRA hat
CPAC is an
both?
anomaly. Why?
Sorry, I think when we talk at the same time, it gets broken up. So
Oh,
what's the question?
My apologies. You being at CPAC, why
Yes.
is that an anomaly?
Well, quite frankly, I have been afraid of CPAC in my former life. At the end of the day, us being conservative, us feeling like we can out ourselves as Republicans, is still an anomaly, sadly. Unfortunately, I think whether it's media or the Democrat Party or what have you, it's almost as if there's like this fabricated, villainization of conservatism that most African Americans, particularly Black women, are afraid of something that really does not exist, meaning we should be, we could talk about why I'm a conservative in a moment, but
we will. Yes.
We will. Being in a place like Maryland, it's an opportunity because I actually can wear my NRA hat there as opposed to the rest of Maryland.
Gotcha. By the way, born in Baltimore. Lovely.
What?
Wonderful times.
Where in Baltimore?
Man, if I have to remember the actual
He was
place,
just a baby.
I was, see, that's the thing. I was born in Baltimore.
He was a
and then
baby.
they quickly took me away.
Oh, no.
It was like within 6 months I was in Georgia. I don't know what happened.
Oh, wow.
I know. I went from one extreme to another. It was crazy.
Wow, that's weird. Okay, so no, but that was the intriguing part. That's what was made it amazing. Was talking to you. You were talking about, you made reference to a past life.
Yes.
You had a past life, and a past life is not exactly like, well, I used to be.
Yeah,
it's not. Yeah, I wasn't alive years and years ago, and this is the second time. You actually weren't always a conservative.
No, actually, I consider myself a born-again Republican. As early or as late as 2014, I was a raging liberal Democrat. I actually was a field organizer for the Maryland Democrat Party during the last gubernatorial.
Ouch.
And long story short, the experience that I had as a field organizer, watching the disenfranchisement and the degradation of several different communities, the gerrymandering of our state. I think your state gerrymandered too, right?
Yeah. There's a ton of gerrymandering going on.
Yeah, gerrymandering. Between gerrymandering and our state and counties becoming sanctuary jurisdictions, certain things kind of cause awakened individuals to become conservative. So
cool.
It's been a journey.
It has. Now you, by the way, Born Again Republican, that is the title of your book, yes?
Indeed. Thank you for asking.
There you go.
Yes.
Now
Good thought there, Stephen.
Hey, I'm trying to keep up. It's not like he just threw this in my lap at like 2 o'clock this afternoon or something.
Young Tom Cruise knows what's up.
He's going to go play pool later on and maybe run a bar.
I do play pool. I have a pool stick in my trunk. All right.
As long as you're wearing pants, you'll be fine.
There you go.
That's
okay. So, now in your book, you talked about, obviously about your past and about everything that was going on there. You were a child of 2 doctors, Harvard U.
Well, I am a child of
Yeah, you
two
are.
doctors.
You still are a child of 2 doctors. Sorry.
That's okay. So my father unfortunately passed away in 2009. He actually was born in 1928, so I'm the youngest of 5 children.
Oh, wow.
He was born in East St. Louis, Illinois, American of African descent, and my mom is a legal immigrant from the Philippines. She will say that she's American as apple pie and McDonald's, but at the end of the day, having that dual experience really, I've been blessed and honored, but at the same time, when you're born that way, you kind of have to figure out how you can pay it forward. Mm-hmm. And you're always in search of, how you can better your life, not only your life, but the lives of people around you. So that's kind of been a life journey. And when I sort of witnessed the degradation of 3 generations now of generational poverty, especially in urban communities like in Washington and Baltimore, I realized that, no more government actually could do anything. If anything, government was the reason why people are suffering so much. Mm-hmm. So for the last several years, I've been searching for opportunity to figure out, how can we fix this? You guys are all about American exceptionalism, right? Mm-hmm. Why in this country, as rich and as wonderful as we are, why are so many Americans suffering so much? And I would argue it's that particularly people like me, support a philosophy and support a party that is detrimental to their health.
And by that party, you meant what you used to support.
Yeah, the old
Democrat,
you.
they go under the guise now of the Democrat Party, but they are radical leftist Marxist socialists.
Hyper progressives, yes.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
well, I was gonna say that pretty much answers the question. I was getting ready to say which
Sorry.
which was exactly what was it that spurred you into making the decision to run in the first place? Because let's be honest, this is what made you the anomaly at CPAC as well is probably what makes you.
Wait, Dylan,
Well, hold on.
There were 3 other black women there.
There was. But they weren't running for office in Baltimore as a Republican.
Wait, were they all with you though?
No.
No, we were
No.
all
Okay.
No,
Just
it
making
was
sure.
it was who was it? It was Kira Innes's. It was Kira Innes, which is
Kira
What's-
Innes.
yeah, Innes. It was Innes's niece.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then
Candace was there.
oh yeah, Candace. Actually, there was 4. Candace Owens was there, and then the what's that other black girl that does the show? Anaya, somebody or another out of Atlanta. I can't remember her name. I feel bad.
On the
Yeah,
aside,
there
we
were literally 4 of us. There were
yeah,
literally-
that was it.
on the aside, we still haven't been able to get Candace on the show.
I know. Yeah.
Well, hey, guess what? I'm
Liz-
cooler.
I was gonna
That's
say
fine.
at this
But
point,
yes,
Liz
you are
Lisa-
right now.
It is so. But yeah, but like I said, but what set you apart? I mean, you're this is gonna say, and most people are gonna look at it as bad, but you're a black woman running in Baltimore as a Republican.
Right.
That's pretty crazy.
Wow.
Well, so technically, only a part of my congressional district is in the city, but most of it is Baltimore County, like the surrounding areas, Anne Arundel and Howard. So, if anything, because I have been an activist and a political operative for these many years,
Yeah.
it took me a long time to actually run for Congress again because running for office is very difficult, not gonna lie. And I have been sort of like dragging my feet. Even when we met, Dylan, like I was between like a media person and a activist and a candidate, and I was like, oh my gosh, like what am I getting into? But at the end of the day, it's like you see it every day where, especially our representative government, is not representing the American people anymore. They're only representing their best interest, their special interest. And being a DC native, I feel sort of responsible for making sure that our representative government, our constitutional republic, actually exists. And one of those ways, obviously what you're doing in new media is awesome and profound. You get to connect with millions of people in all different ways. But another way of doing it is kind of like putting your name out there, fighting the good fight and running for these challenge elections across the country.
That's very ingratiated toward us. Thank
I
you
was
so
just
much.
saying,
The millions thing.
Wow.
That's kind of.
It did. I kind of went.
That made me feel soft in the heart. That
Did
was
you
nice.
feel so?
I did. I had a
I guess you're
moment.
doing a
Like
good job.
I was like,
This is so
oh.
nice. Actually, so going past
I'm not that
the
nice, don't worry.
getting past the warm and fuzzies. All right. Let's actually talk policy. What are the things that you're standing on? Obviously, we have the why you're there. We have the background of where you came from. What is the policy? What are the policies that you're standing on?
Yeah, well, the number one policy that we're facing here in the state of Maryland, and of course across the country, is the I don't know what word I want to say, the onslaught and or deluge of illegal aliens. I don't like to use the word immigration because immigration is actually a legal term.
Yes.
And where I live, like in Montgomery and County and Prince George's and Baltimore City, the elected officials, particularly the Democrat Party, almost underneath the guise of identity politics and, sort of racial bias, they are forcing us to accept people who are literally, I was going to say this is live. So really taking advantage of our generosity and our rule of law and our wonderful country that we have. So much so that, you watched it. They're willing to shut down our government for people who actually don't even have standing in our country. And, we as American citizens, I think, have had enough of that across the board, regardless of whether you're, native born or especially the people who are so angry about the illegal alien onslaught are legal immigrants. like my mother. They're not as vocal because it is what it is, but I believe that if we don't do, first of all, we have to have representatives that actually represent American citizens, first and foremost.
Yes.
People can come here, they can come legally, they can go through the several different iterations. Do we need to, work on the system? Yes, but we already have a system in place. Why don't we honor it first? I know that a lot of the local jurisdictions, like the sheriff's departments, are having a horrible time, keeping our communities safe because sanctuary cities are literally letting folks go and they're recidivating. Mm-hmm. And funnily enough, on the African American side, the average American citizen doesn't even get that sort of privilege to just go walk out free. And so that double standard really, really gets me to my core. And that's something that's really gotten me to run again for Congress, number one. Number two, so kind of quickly, is economic sustainability. Mm-hmm. I think we are all in that generation where most of us could have been doing a lot better if we actually had the several different rungs in the ladder that were more sustainable. And, whether it's, you can blame everything, whether it's, the trade agreements or the transnational, multinational corporations that really don't care about sovereignty. They just care about their bottom line and profit. They really don't care if, they shut down a whole city that was, that industry was responsible in keeping. They just want their money. So if we could have representatives that actually cared about, again, American exceptionalism.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
See what you did there.
See what you did there. That's good.
Yeah. See what I did there? Yeah, that's really. I think that we could do a lot better, and we owe it to ourselves, particularly our generation, to fight even harder to protect our republic. And if you want a third, just espionage, spying on American citizens. I'm really not a big fan of that. Mm-hmm. NSA actually is a part of my congressional district, and I think it's kind of ironic that the incumbent, who has been in office since 2002, technically was supposed to oversee all of the abuse of power that we actually are witnessing and getting to find out about, and nobody's calling him out on it, and I'm willing to call him out on it.
Awesome.
Simple as that.
Awesome. So when is the race officially?
Right. Yes. The race. We have, unfortunately, a challenging primary that if anybody can help and support, whether it's through financial means or family prayers, my primary is June 26th, so just 14 weeks away. Okay. If you're in Maryland and if you're in District 2, definitely want your support. My website, can I give you my website?
Absolutely.
Please do.
Give your website, social medias, everything. Any way that we can reach you and help you out, put it out there.
Right. Absolutely. So my website is Liz Matory, which is LizMatory.com, and it's at Liz for Congress in social media. And for the book, it's Born Again Republican. It's available on Amazon.
Outstanding. I think you haven't seen it officially yet, but there's a lot of comments and stuff. People are loving you.
I love that
in the comments and stuff. So I think we may have to have you back at the very least before the race.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay. Before June, if that's okay with you.
It's wonderful.
It might be okay.
It might be. She might.
As long as we're all about American exceptionalism, I'm good.
Oh, see, she knows how to butter up the talent.
She's just a sweet lady.
She is. She is. It's the Tom Cruise hair.
I don't know.
That's exactly what it is. It's
yeah,
the Tom Cruise hair.
Not gonna lie.
Oh, awesome. Awesome so much. Liz Matory, thank you so much for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. And like I said, anything that we can do, you let us know. We will keep in touch and do this again very, very, very soon.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
We are going to take another break. And on the other side, we are going to bring you a wonderful story about colleges and pregnant athletes. Indeed. It's going to go good.
Oh, yeah. It's not going to be good.
Yeah.
It's
going to be
wonderful time.
You keep hitting the mute button. You haven't hit the music yet, and you haven't transitioned yet, and
I'm doing
Liz
this
is
now.
Waving at us, and people can see everything, and it's funny.
Wonderful.
And there she's gone. And
And now she's gone.
And there she's gone.
It's gone.
It's over.
She's gone.
Wrong
I'm
one.
just messing with
There you go. It's almost like it's your first day.
I know. I'm tired, dude.
It is.
That's not the same
That's
one
not
either. I'm so tired today.
Clearly, it's been a long day.
It
You've had a
has.
long,
I've been up
long
since like
day.
so freaking early this morning.
It's all right.
So
It's all
tired.
right. At least you're hitting the right buttons. Last time I did it, I didn't even have anybody up on the screen. So
Oh, you know.
we'll be back in a little bit. You're listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. Don't go anywhere.
You're listening to the Lanterns Radio Network. We are the network dedicated to empowering the individual, illuminating the truth, defending American exceptionalism, and inspiring future generations. Stay connected and get involved at Lanterns.buzz for great radio. Get commentary and news of the day. Lanterns.buzz.
And welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. She was good. She was. There you go.
She was.
There you go.
Yes.
Hit the room.
I hit the mic again, and I didn't do it again.
Oh no! See, and
You
that,
guys
like,
know that I'm tired if I'm missing a mic.
if he's
cue.
messing it up, you know he's pooped. It's going to be a very short evening this evening. Oh, we're live on at DOA Show on Facebook, Twitter at DOA Show, Patreon.com/DOA Show. Also catch us. We do have YouTube at DOA Show.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much everywhere.
Pretty much everywhere. Also,
iHeartRadio.
Yep. We are also doing the Periscope,
We are on the Periscopes.
which is funneled straight through Twitter. So if you were either on the Periscope or you were on the Twitter, you can like our video as it streams.
It is indeed. And just throwing it out there first, as Brad mentioned, yes, the mission,
Mission complete.
I told y'all I have it done before the show's over with.
I really had to force him to do that.
I would have had it done anyway, but
I know,
you
but
know, you
I
make
just
it
had
worse.
to push it. I just
Yeah.
had to push it.
Just
Anyway, that was Liz Mattori.
Yes.
And LizMattori.com. She is running for Maryland's second.
yes, in Baltimore, and it is a very, very interesting race there. Like I said, and you know, if anybody in that area, make sure if you know anybody who lives in that area, you don't have to. If you know somebody
If
who
you know
lives
people
there,
in the area.
help pass it around. Say, hey, check out this thing, and get all the support. She can get all the support she could use at this point.
Exactly. And by the way, for other people that are asking, we don't know who she's running against.
There were four.
I don't know.
I think there's 4 people total in that race, and I apologize for not having got to that earlier. I'm pretty sure that if you catch her on social media, on whether it's through LizMattori.com or whatever,
Liz for Congress.
Liz for Congress. That's whatever it is. I'm pretty sure she'll ask you or she'll answer you. So I apologize for not catching that earlier. I didn't even.
It's okay.
Didn't even think. I'm tired too.
I'm not worried about the other people.
What are you worried about?
I'm worried about this story.
Yeah,
It's stupid.
just a
freaking
tad. Do you
story.
want to read the logo, the
yeah.
headline, or do you want me to do it?
I'm doing this one.
Sorry.
Don't get too close.
Sorry. So we're waiting. Whenever you're ready, breathe in through your nose and out
This
through
is
your
through
mouth.
theblaze.com.
Mm-hmm.
Report.
Mm-hmm.
Colleges pressure pregnant athletes to abort babies to keep scholarships.
I'm
just-
wait.
let me
No,
just
no.
press that in
Wait,
there.
wait. One more time.
Let that rest in there.
One more time.
One
Just
more time.
for those of you just tuning in.
Report.
Mm-hmm.
Colleges
Mm-hmm.
pressure pregnant athletes
Mm-hmm.
to abort babies to keep scholarships.
Now, I've never had a scholarship going to college, so I don't know. But I didn't realize that once you got a scholarship, I thought the only thing you had to do to maintain that was maintaining a GPA.
Athletic is different.
No, well, but you have to be able to
Perform your athletic duty.
athletic duty. Exactly.
And you can't do that when you're pregnant, apparently. By their estimations.
Okay. Okay.
Pro-life activists want female athletes to know their rights under the Title IX law, after many have been pressured to have abortions when they became pregnant or faced losing their scholarships, the College Fix reported. Female athletes think they'll get kicked off the team or lose scholarships if they get pregnant, and athletic staff don't tell them otherwise. That was from Camille Rodriguez, California Regional Coordinator for Students for Life of America.
So, all right, in the first, okay.
Think it through. Noodle it.
No, it's not the noodling part. Again, I'm trying to.
Don't noodle it.
Thank God we got the bell.
So good.
No. Okay. What? I really am speechless at this. I every time I want to say something, I literally realize that I have
you
to.
Can't.
I can't.
You can't say it.
Just keep reading because I'm gonna have to figure this out.
The athletes are often aren't aware of their rights and are given incorrect information when they seek help. We found that pregnant athletes are often highly pressured and misinformed about their rights, and we've made this a special mission to reach out to these student athletes. That's Beth Rahal, Director of Students for Life of American Pregnancies on Campus Initiative. Also something that was sent to the College Fix. And she added that colleges aren't properly training staff.
Shocker.
No.
We
have a huge problem with students not properly informing professors, staff, etc. of Title IX protections, as well as Title IX coordinators not being fully trained in the aspects of their job. Wait, what? They're not fully trained and they're coordinators from the government? No.
That's impossible.
Say it ain't so, Jerry.
Actually, it's Timmy, but yeah, no, that's fine too.
I was going Seinfeld. What do you want from me? Okay. What do you want?
I'm looking. I keep reading because I'm actually going. I'm
looking
at
Title IX.
I'm going to find Title IX.
Rahal told the College Fix in an email that at least 3 Title IX coordinators actively encouraged the pregnant students to leave school, one of whom was the Title IX coordinator from a law school. One student athlete who became pregnant at Clemson in South Carolina told the SFLA, that's I gotta actually get the name again.
There you
Students for Life of America's Pregnant on Campus.
That is a mouthful.
That is a mouthful, guys.
Holy cow!
Jiminy Cricket. That her academic advisors warned her that she would lose everything, including her scholarships, if she kept her baby. I talked with the academic advisor. She said she was just like, that's going to be hard. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, everything that you
stop.
got
No,
gone.
hold on, stop. Tio, you've got to read it like,
okay,
like an actual, like.
She was like,
that's going
to be hard. And I was like, yeah. And she was just like, everything that you got, it's gone. Just like, think about your options. Student athlete recalled, according to the SFLA.
Okay. Anybody want to know what Title IX is?
Do it.
Do you know what Title IX is? No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. And that is Title IX. Now,
that includes getting pregnant because
apparently,
that's part of being a female.
I guess. Now, I be excluded from participation in or denied the benefits of subjected to discrimination under any. I don't know though. Now, I don't think for a second that it justifies pushing someone into an abortion. I don't. But at the same time, reading the actual title, I don't see anything in here. And I mean, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not. But according to this, based off of just the black and white that it says shall not be, discriminated on the basis of sex. Just because of your gender. Okay, it doesn't say anything about whether you to get pregnant. Let's be honest. This is 2018. There's enough contraceptives and things you can get around that you don't need to have. You can prevent a pregnancy.
Cassandra Harding, a triple jumper at the University of Memphis, said she feared losing.
Triple jumper?
Triple jumper.
What's a triple jumper?
It's where the hurdles. There's 3 hurdles in a row, and you got to triple jump over.
I just
losing her scholarship because she became pregnant. I was just like.
No, wait.
I was just like, I don't want to lose my scholarship. I don't want to go back home, and I don't want to work at McDonald's, and I don't want to work at Jack in the Box or something. I need my education. I need this college degree to have a better life.
Shaw. Okay.
Shaw. Sorry, I went all Valley Girl on you.
That's what I was hoping for. I knew we would get there. We just tried. A little bit of effort, and we'll get there.
No, Brad, men do not have uteruses too. No.
Wow.
I know. Ask Planned Parenthood, but also ask Planned Parenthood what they do to babies in the womb, and they'll say that they knife their jugular. So let's not go there today.
We
went there. I
didn't even read that tweet.
I know, but we went there last show, and he didn't read that tweet, and I told him to.
Yeah, we did. Nice. No, because that would have really made a head explode.
Party on, Garth. Party on, Garth. Wendy Vega, I love you. That's some wonderful times. Okay. By the way, that's platonic love.
Oh my God.
Just so you know, I'm married.
Continue.
So in this article, it also goes into explaining what Title IX actually says, so you didn't have to look it up. Title IX states that no one on the basis of sex may be excluded from participation in educational programs or activities, which includes athletics. Title IX guarantees equal educational opportunity to pregnant and parenting students. I don't know where they got that.
Yeah, that's my point.
So they're getting through it. Here you go. This comes from the NCAA Gender Equality Title IX Facts. So this comes from the left.
Weird how that works.
This comes from the left. This is the left fighting the left. And
so basically this is the left eating their own, is what this boils down to.
This is the left eating their own. This is from the NCAA Gender Equality Title IX Facts. This means that student athletes cannot be discriminated against in the event of pregnancy, childbirth, conditions relating to pregnancy, false pregnancy, termination of pregnancy, or recovery therefrom, or parental or marital status. Marshall. Wow. Sorry. Little dyslexia there.
Dyslexia.
Yes, exactly. Marital status. And they must be offered reinstatement to the same position after pregnancy as they held before the onset of pregnancy. Once again, according to the NCAA Gender Equality's Title IX Facts.
It does blow my mind that people are at a point where they're just so hooked on the idea of killing a life that, they have to scare people into, because this is not to sound conspiratorial at all.
Not at all.
But it really would not surprise me if a little bit of research was done and you dig in deep enough to find out that some of these colleges are probably getting kickbacks and whatnot from places like Planned Parenthood and things like that.
Of course they are.
You know what I mean?
Why wouldn't they?
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
It would make perfect sense.
Again, I don't have any basis for that. This is purely just some redneck white dude who's speculating.
Redneck white dude.
Yeah. It's Ricky from Banyan Hill. Oh.
That is a very different show.
No, it's not. That's not a show. It's on a commercial. I heard it on terrestrial and on the radio. I hate that stupid commercial. Ricky needs to be hit by a car.
I hate that.
Did you hear the new one?
Money?
Do you like money? I do. Do you like freedom? I do too. Do you like freedom and money? And every time that comes up, I'm like, you know what? I like freedom and I like money, but when you intertwine them together, I can't stand it.
No. So
I suddenly go Marxist at that moment. I just
like, no, I don't.
Yeah, you've lost me, Ricky. I'm sorry.
I also hate your fake accent.
Oh dear God,
that you break
Oh, it's even
in the
worse.
middle of the commercial.
Did you hear the new one?
No.
This is so bad because we're talking about a commercial that unless you guys have like heard this, it's not.
If you guys listen to terrestrial talk radio,
Kind of an
it's there,
inside joke. But have you heard the new one?
The newest one, yeah.
The new one where he sounds a little bit. He still has like a hat. You can vaguely hear a
sounds
fake
a little
twang.
bit more sophisticated.
Yeah, it's. He's got an education.
No, that's
He's been edumified.
That's a Bush.
That's. He's been schoolified.
Who was educated.
He's learnt.
Learned it.
He learned his stuff.
That sounds more
It's
like
Ricky Bobby.
Oh, I love you guys so much.
See, this is gold, Jerry. I love it.
But yeah. Anyway, back to the stories at hand. Oh, so
all I can hear is Ricky from Banyan Hill in my head now.
You really
gone it.
You shouldn't have gone there.
I know I should have.
It was your fault.
But I did. It was
your fault.
I asked for it.
Party on.
But this is what happens when everyone's just exhausted.
We're so tired.
It's the end
Anyway, it's the end of the week. It's wonderful times. So, the biggest question here is, if you have the NCAA going against, in their writing, going against these schools who are under-educating their students who are going through these processes, and it's not the NCAA actually going against them, it's their rules and regulations of their facts about what law is.
Yeah. So
they're saying, based on the law, the schools are in the wrong, and they should be in the wrong.
Yeah. It's one of those things where the same problem occurs in government as a whole, where what ends up happening is someone comes up with, well, we need to make a regulation or a law to stop this thing, and what happens is the making of that law turns around and complicates things. You know, like, I don't know, I was gonna say, maybe, raising the gun age to 21 instead of 18 or what, but it's not quite along those lines. But the comprehensive gun reform that everybody wants to do,
yeah,
is
you mean the gun reform that would never actually do anything?
Yeah. How many laws did we say we found? It was 200
over 250,000 laws in 1970.
Yeah. And how many of those prevented?
None.
I mean, how many?
None.
I would
none. Zero.
I was gonna say
carry the 5. Still 0.
Gotcha. Okay. Now just making sure.
Nil.
Yeah, because things change. You never know.
9. And by that I don't mean the number. I mean German.
It does fascinate me. I would love to. I don't want to. But how do you? 200 and something thousand.
0.
I was gonna say though, what could they possibly say?
Oh, it's just state laws. It's like
it doesn't matter.
It's state laws. It's local laws.
There are 50 states.
Yeah.
50. 5-0.
4,000 laws a state.
That again.
4,000 laws a state.
How? I got that.
It hurts your head, doesn't it?
It does hurt my head.
So
I'm just trying to figure out how it is. 4,000 laws to say what?
That you're an idiot.
This is Ricky from Banyan Hill. Do you like money? I do.
Do you like freedom?
I do too.
Actually, that really sounded like him. Oh my god.
You like freedom and money? This is not the radio station for you.
No, it's really.
Turn somewhere else, because this is garbage. Anyway, we're done being stupid now, folks. You're listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network. Oh, Saturday night, we like to have fun. You could have been anywhere else, and by God, you sat through the whole thing. So,
God bless you.
Yeah, God bless every one of you. You can find us at Facebook at DOAE Show, on Twitter at DOAE Show, patreon.com/DOAE Show. Check out the swag. Become a Patreon. Help us keep the lights on. Help us get an iron for our background that we've been getting comments for. Brad. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything else, folks. We will see y'all Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.